43. Samyutta Nikaya 7, Sutta 18. The Firewood-gathering Sutta. Once, the Blessed One was dwelling in a forest in the Kosala country. At that time, many students of a Brahmin named Bharadvaja, who were young firewood gatherers, came to that forest. Upon arrival, they saw the Blessed One sitting in the forest, cross-legged, with his body erect and mindfulness established before him. After seeing this, they approached the Brahmin Bharadvaja and said to him, "Sir, you should know, in a certain forest there is a monk sitting cross-legged, with his body erect and mindfulness established before him." Then the Brahmin Bharadvaja, along with those youths, went to that forest. He saw the Blessed One sitting in the forest, cross-legged, with his body erect and mindfulness established before him. Upon seeing this, he approached the Blessed One and addressed him in verse. In this deep and fearsome forest, entering the empty and desolate wilderness, motionless as a mountain, sitting serenely, O monk, you are truly meditating beautifully. Here there is no song, no music, a sage dwelling alone in the forest. This sight fills me with wonder. Why do you dwell joyfully alone in the woods? I think you must be yearning to be with the Lord of the world, seeking the unsurpassed heavenly realm. Why do you choose to dwell alone in the wilderness, practicing austerities here to seek the path to Brahma's realm? The Blessed One replied, all doubts and desires, long hidden in various realms, born from ignorance and giving rise to delusions, I have uprooted completely. I am without desire, without dependency, without attachment, observing all phenomena with purity, having attained the unsurpassed, tranquil, perfect enlightenment. I meditate peacefully, fearless in the realm of Brahma. After hearing this, the Brahmin Bharadvaja said to the Blessed One, Wonderful, Master Gautama, wonderful, Master Gautama. From this day forward, please accept me as a lay follower who takes refuge for life. This sutta describes the Blessed One meditating in the forest, being discovered by a group of young firewood gatherers, and then their teacher, Brahmin Bharadvaja, coming to inquire why he dwells alone in the forest. The Blessed One's reply demonstrates that he has completely liberated himself, no longer has any attachments, and has attained supreme enlightenment. Finally, the Brahmin is impressed by the Blessed One's wisdom and takes refuge in the Buddha. This firewood-gathering sutta contains profound philosophy and wisdom. Let's explore its mysteries together. 1. The power of meditation. The opening of the sutta describes the scene of the Blessed One meditating quietly in the forest, demonstrating the dignity and power of meditation. In a noisy world, being able to meditate calmly and maintain mindfulness is a rare practice. This reminds us to learn to pause and reflect mindfully in our daily lives. 2. Harmony between nature and practice. The Blessed One chooses to practice in a deep and fearsome forest, symbolizing that practitioners need to bravely face their inner fears and the unknown. Nature is not just a background for practice, but also a teacher, instructing us how to coexist harmoniously with all things. 3. Solitude and freedom. The Brahmin's question about why the Buddha dwells alone in the forest reflects the worldly fear of solitude. However, the Buddha's answer reveals that true freedom doesn't depend on external environments, but comes from inner peace. This teaches us that real happiness comes from inner contentment, not external stimulation. 4. The root of attachment. The Buddha points out that all doubts and desires originate from ignorance, revealing the fundamental cause of human suffering. We are often trapped by our own delusions without realizing it. This reminds us to constantly be aware of our thoughts and strive to break through ignorance. 5. The state of liberation. The Buddha describes a state of being without desire, without dependency, without attachment, showing the ultimate state of liberation. This state is not passive avoidance, but active, pure observation, representing the highest wisdom of life. 6. Open-mindedness. The Brahmin is ultimately impressed by the Buddha's wisdom, sets aside his preconceptions, and takes refuge in the Buddha. This demonstrates the open-mindedness that a wise person should have, being able to learn humbly and bravely change one's views. This sutta teaches us that true practice is not about escaping the world, but about how to maintain inner peace in the complex reality. It instructs us to bravely face our inner fears, break the roots of attachment, and pursue true freedom and wisdom. In today's fast-paced society, the teachings of the Firewood-gathering Sutta are particularly precious. It reminds us to learn to practice in daily life, maintain mindfulness, and observe our minds. Whether in busy cities or quiet nature, we can cultivate inner peace and pursue higher enlightenment. Let us approach this sutta with an open mind, savor its wisdom, and practice its teachings in our lives. By gradually elevating our state of being, we can ultimately reach a state of desirelessness, independence, and pure freedom. This is not only an elevation of individual life, but also a positive contribution to the entire society.